Kev, I didn't even write down notes for this one. I am just so excited, man. I'm trying to think, when was the last time that we had this Big Ten championship matchup and it was the number one and number two team both undefeated with pretty aggressive schedules?
Well,
I
we've
can't
obviously
remember it.
had like Ohio State, Michigan playing the week before as 1 and 2, and that kind of being the de
Right.
facto Big Ten championship. But yeah, I'm not sure. I will say I don't think both these teams have necessarily gone through the ringer in the Big
I'm
Ten.
glad
They
you
haven't
caught
played
that.
each
I'm
other.
glad you caught
Yeah.
that.
Sorry, I just want to correct that. But even regardless, this is it if this game ends up being a blowout for Ohio State, I'm going to be shaking mad because of like
Yeah.
I it will be so frustrating just as a fan. I'll have to tip my hat to Ohio State if they end up just smothering
Right.
Indiana's offense, if they just throw a wrench in their spokes. But man, I don't think so. I think this could be a classic. This could be an
Yeah, this could
all-time
be, and look,
all-time
dude,
game.
here's what I'm gonna get into. Ryan Day is riding high right now after getting that Michigan bug off his back. Signetti's gonna show up to this game ready to play gritty ball, man. He's going to be putting pressure on Sayin in the trenches on the defensive line that he has not experienced up to this point. Like, just looking at their resumes, I mean, we can look at who Indiana has beaten this year. You got games like Illinois, you got games like Iowa, you got that Oregon victory. They're beating good teams. Meanwhile, let's go over and look at Ohio State. Yeah, they got Illinois on there. And the Texas game, it happened, right? And Texas has shown marginal improvement. But strength of a schedule, I think you got to tip your hat leaning more towards the Hoosiers this season. We got that one transitive property there. I'm looking at week 7 and week 4. Illinois, one of these teams. Oh, do you remember us going into that thinking that Illinois was going to keep it close? And then it was
We
just
both
like
picked Illinois, yeah.
oh my God, that was a blowout. And Sig just did not stop. And
No.
that's the kind of like just diehard, like, like rare mentality. Like I can only think of a growling noise as the way to describe it, is what Signetti's going to bring to the table here. Look me up. I win. Direct quote from the guy. I am riding so high on Indiana, especially from a gambling perspective. After Ohio State got that dub last week, I think they come back down to earth before the playoffs start. And do you have anything? I mean, people know what I'm going to pick, but do you have
Yeah,
anything
you
to
did
add?
kinda get I'm just gonna say 2 things. So, 1, all 3 of these games on the slide here are transitive, so you can see how they played against Illinois, Penn
Oh,
State,
good
and
looks. Good
Purdue.
looks.
Then the only other thing, this is not relevant, but so we covered the Ohio State Illinois game in week 7. Ohio State's completion percentage in week 7 was 77.78%. Do you know what their completion percentage is heading into this game?
I'm going to guess 63. Not that far
77.78%.
off.
It hasn't
Damn.
changed even a decimal since week 7. I was like, "What the heck?" Anyway, to get to the pick because, yeah, this is one that you don't need to hear us go on and on about. It's gonna
No.
be
All right.
it doesn't need an introduction. We're
We
both
talked about it. We're both pulling for the
nervously
dogs here. And look, I
nervously
mean, I
rooting.
I think they have it better. Um, I just think they're a better team. I really, truly do believe that. I think, you probably Ohio State has more it players, so to speak. You can name a lot more: Sonny Styles, Caleb Downs, Jeremiah Smith, Carnell Tate, Bo Jackson. Like I, I can name
Saying, yeah.
Omar Cooper and the Mendoza brothers from Indiana. You know what I mean? But that being said, as my personal experience as an Eagles fan, when we won our first Super Bowl in 2018, there weren't a lot of like grabbing your attention players, but it was the most complete roster. And that's what I think Indiana has right now. I'm not saying that they're going to win the game. I don't know that for a fact, but I do think they cover, and I do think that this is a dogfight till the end.
I certainly hope so.
All right.
Yeah, I'm very excited for it.
All right. Well, folks, that's our last game of coverage for the day. We're going to move on to our vibe checks and the special treat that Kev cooked up. But if you just tuned in for the Big Ten championship game, Remember to like and subscribe. I'm not going to do the whole spiel again because I'm tired of saying it, but we're going to be talking about college basketball pretty soon, and we'd love to get you guys involved in that as well. So please remember to like and subscribe, follow us on Twitter, and comment whatever teams you guys want us to talk about. All right.